Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the official episode 1 of the podcast, which we have christened as Ascension Order. Ascension Order 115.
115.
If you saw the pilot episode, which we didn't record as a pilot episode, so that's why it seems kind of weird. I have it at the beginning of that, and it'll be in the title as well, and probably the thumbnail. But this is the official first episode, and it is another tier list, as you can see. But today, instead of doing the maps, we are doing the Gobblegums. Now, I'll explain really quick. Just everything's going to look slightly stretched. That's just because of the way I have the screen recording set up. I've done that intentionally because I'm trying to cut out as much shite from around the screen as possible, just to make my job a little bit easier.
That's all I do is sit here and talk shit. He actually does all the rest of it.
So, as I said, we are going to be doing the Gobblegums today. These will be very interesting, I think, because some of these we never use. Some of them we use as crutches, as you can see by the... Oh fuck, I need to rename the tiers. Fuck, I just realized the tiers fucking changed because I...
We're off to a great start, guys.
Yeah. So was it Crutch, Juggernaut, Painkiller, Second Chance?
Yeah. No, Painkiller was last, was it not?
No,
It was Martyrdom.
Martyrdom last. Of course, Martyrdom. So yeah, as you see by the perk tiers that we have chosen, or the Gobblegum tiers we've chosen. Yeah, if you're Crutches, then Juggernaut, they're good, but you know, they're not the best. Painkiller is kind of just middle of the road. Second Chance is and Martyrdom, well, they're cheap and stupid.
Like, why are you using it? Like, really, why?
You just need the cheapest of shit. So I think without much ado, we get straight into it. So the first
NDE.
No, that's this first. These are in alphabetical order, so NDE is actually further down.
Oh,
First
okay.
one we have is Aftertaste. Now this is just the way they're laid out on the tier list. We didn't lay them out like this, so we're going to be going in alphabetical order. So Aftertaste, keep all perks when you're revived, and it lasts for 3 rounds.
It's a solo perk, I would say it kind of comes in clutch.
It doesn't really, well, it kind of does because you just lose quick revive.
Exactly.
I wouldn't.
As a solo, like, it depends on what you're looking at. As a solo, yeah, I would say it comes in clutch or Juggernaut.
But that's the thing, near death kind of overtakes it completely, because near death actually lets you keep.
But near death as well works better and
co-op as well. But the reason is near death is broken in solo. Aftertaste kind of isn't, because in Aftertaste you technically don't get infinite tries at a boss fight on solo. I'd put it in Juggernaut. Definitely put it in Juggernaut, because like it is definitely one you can use, not necessarily a crutch though.
Yeah. What's that next one? Alchemical?
That is Alchemical Antithesis. This is the one that it's an immediate activation. It lasts 30 seconds, and for every 10 points, you get 1 ammo in your reserve.
So, in certain maps, that's crutch.
In certain maps, that's crutch. For example, Shadows for the Apothecary Servant.
Shadows, DE, and Rev.
Rev, not so much, because you get the max ammo rounds. Yeah, but
You get the Apothecary Servant, Shadows. You get the.
I know you do, but
and the rest of them. So, like, I would say though,
it's not quite crutch territory because you don't use it.
That's what I'm saying. Out with those 3, you don't use it
all the time.
Yeah,
it's like Aftertaste.
Yeah, you don't use it in Origins at all.
No.
I've never had to use it in Zetsubo or Gorod.
I mostly just use it, as you said, on Shadows and on DE. I never really use it on Rev, but then again, it's always a choice.
Speedrun strategy on Rev.
Is it? Damn. But I would put it in Juggernaut as well, because it is really strong on certain maps. In other maps, it doesn't really matter, but where would you put it?
I would say a painkiller.
No, that's fair. I could get behind that
In the
too.
middle of the road.
Yeah, because you sometimes use it, you sometimes don't.
Right.
Isn't it-
Build boost?
Always done swiftly.
What's that one?
This is I believe it's like one of the normal ones. It lasts for 3 rounds. While you aim down sights, you move faster and able to draw and lower your weapon faster.
Martyrdom, there's no point in that.
Yeah, not in zombies really.
That's literally just speed cola.
Yeah, well, speed cola is more faster reload than anything else, but it's there's no time that there's no time you'd actually put that on unless you're just a new player who doesn't have any of the megas or just those 5 originals. I think that's one of the first ones you unlock.
Yeah. ABH anywhere but here.
Anywhere but here.
Crutch.
Yeah, Crutch plus it's a mandatory Gobblegum for the Zetsubo Easter egg.
But not just that as well. Like, if you are stuck and you have that in there, it works better as an elixir, in my opinion.
Yeah. As an elixir is much better because you always have access to it.
Exactly. But for looking at the time and everything else, if you had that on and you were doing a high round strat, like you wanted that there in case you get trapped, that was a quick get out of jail free.
Yeah.
I would say Crutch.
I would say I wouldn't say Crutch because in this you can't just like have it. You can't just have it on all the time. Like, of course, it'll be in the pack of gums that you pick, but it won't necessarily.
OP as heck for being essentially a free Gobblegum.
Yeah, but you do have to level up to get to it. But because you do need to spin the gumball machine to get it, unlike in BO4 where you can just, it's always available at the start of the round.
But once you hit your last gum, you kind of know your order after that.
Yeah, you kind of get your cycle. So fair enough, we'll put it in Crutch. No, that list I was looking at is not fully correct, so I'm gonna try and get a better list. So just give me a minute.
Is that not Arsenal Accelerator?
No, Arsenal Accelerator is the green one. So just give me a minute. I'm going to... Let me see. Gobblegum info, is it? I'm fairly sure that that's Arms Grace.
This is the odd one.
I think it's Arms Grace.
Armamental accomplishment.
Ah, that's what it is.
So, switch weapons and recover from performing melee attacks faster, reload and use items more quickly, similar to fast hands from multiplayer, but does not increase reload speed. So it's basically always done swiftly, but without the reload, and the does it faster.
Oh, of course, they're not in fucking order. Why is it so hard to get a fucking alphabetical order list of gumballs? Like, of all the things that do not exist in the zombies community, this is one of them. Like, Jesus.
Just go anyway, because I've got a list up anyway now, so
so what's that fucking, what's it called again?
Armamental accomplishment.
Armamental accomplishment. I never really use it.
I've never used it, so look, I would put it in martyrdom.
Yeah, because if you're not using them, then they're obviously not that good.
And next one is Arms Grace. Respawn with the guns the player had when they bled out. So Actually, do you know something? I'm gonna put this in. I would say painkiller for this.
Yeah, even though like I never really use
Well,
it. It is
but when you
decent.
think about it, it is literally the level 5 effect for Cold War for Mule Kick.
Mm.
So like, in that sense, that's why I would put it there.
Yeah.
Next one is Arsenal Accelerator.
Arsenal Accelerator is
Last 10 minutes charge. The player's special weapon faster. Affects the Apothecary's swords, the Annihilator, the Ragnarok Ninja Force. The Skull and Assat playing the Gauntlet of Sigrid. Don't really need it, do you?
No, because like right, I think it's based off of like damage you do over time to recharge your specialists. I think. Like I never use it. I never use it.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think I've ever used it either.
In BO4 it's better, but honestly I think martyrdom because you never use it.
Yeah. Next one is
board games. This is, I believe, if you board up one barricade, or is there that, or it kills all the zombies when you rebuild the barriers.
fixing one board at a barrier fixes all the boards at a barrier. You only get the points for the first board repaired.
It's garbage. No one ever, you don't rebuild barriers in BO3. Like, you just don't. Like, nobody rebuilds.
Not unless, again, you're doing a kind of
a first round, or a first room strat. But even then, there's that. It does get to a point where it is pointless to try and build barriers. And even a gumball like that, you're wasting a slot that could be used for something else to keep you alive.
Yep. Bored to death.
Yeah, rebuild the barrier, kill all the zombies in the barrier.
Yep.
Martyr them again, because who the fuck rebuilds barriers? Bullet boost. I'm pretty sure this is the one that packs the gun in your hand for 30 seconds.
Spill bust. Systems activation. Repack your current pack-a-punch gun.
Alright, okay. So, you could use it for fun. Like, you wouldn't really go about using it.
I guess one of those ones that's like, if you're playing a casual game, I'm just kind of messing about. Yeah.
I'd put it in second chance.
Yeah.
It's like, it's one you could play with for a bit of fun. Like, you don't need to actually run it.
Yep.
Burned out. Burned out. I think this is the one where if the zombie hits you, you let off like a ring of fire around you, and it kills all the zombies. I think like 3 times or something. Burned out activates immediately. Last 2 hits. The next time the player takes damage, nearby zombies burst into fire.
Yeah.
That's one you could use for a laugh. That's another second chance one, I think.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be too fussed about using it.
Well, it's not one I would say to somebody up it burn out on.
I would second chance it because it can be quite funny. Because it's what like a lot of the mega ones you would never use outside of like just fucking about, or if they were mandatory for certain like Easter egg steps. I
mean, that would be good for a high round strat as well, I suppose.
Yeah, like if you're not looking for another Gobblegum for a while, you could just sit on that one.
Yeah.
But it's only 2 hits, and at a certain point, like you'll be getting hit more than twice per round, just like fairly fast. Cashback. Crutch.
Yep.
That is just a crutch and a half. Cashback gives you a free max ammo drop. Yeah. When you're crying out for a cashback, you never get it, and then as soon as you get it, the next round it's always a fucking like max ammo round. If the map has one of those, so like that's just the way it goes.
Yep. Coagulant.
Bleed out for longer. It's never used.
If you have to run that,
you're only a noob player.
Yourself, you're trash or a noob, and your team is trash or noobs.
Yeah, you're Tam. You're up and down like the world's most infuriating yo-yo.
Yeah.
Like, martyrdom.
Yeah.
Fair enough. We'll go to martyrdom. Crate power. Pack a punch weapon straight out of the box. The next weapon you take. I would say
Juggernaut.
I was just gonna say Juggernaut as well. It's not a crutch and it's not something you 100% rely on. However, it is a nice option to have.
Yeah.
I would say though, the other version of that, Wall Power, will most likely go higher than that because Wall Power is at one point.
You got to play for 750.
Yeah, like that's what I was gonna say. Like you can guarantee what you're buying with Wall Power. You can't guarantee what you're getting with the box. So unfortunately, it's definitely not one of those ones you want to go with. If you
the only time I would ever consider Wall Power is unless it's one of those ones where you are hitting the box constantly for something you need, like.
Or if you're doing the Kino first room round 100 strat, where you just hit the box to get the. You have to spin for what do you call it? Immolations, get the immolations, activate all 3 of them, then spin again and hope you get crate power, and then keep spinning the box until it runs out to get the thunder gun.
Yep. Or like
or on any map where the wonder weapon for the map that you need for the Easter egg is in the box.
Yeah.
So insert moon. Crawl space. Crawl space is more of a painkiller perk, however, it does make making the void bow that much easier.
Don't mind crawl space that much, because if you're struggling and you need crawlers so you can do your stag steps, etc., and you'll do high road. Like, for talking sake, try to do the fireball.
Yeah.
Like if you're trying to learn the fireball, crawl space comes in handy.
Yeah.
So I would say crawl space. I would say kind of painkiller.
Yeah, that's where I would put it, kind of middle of the road. Like, you don't need to use it, but it is useful in its own way.
Excuse me.
I think that's danger closest. I think that's the name of that one. I'm just looking through.
What's that PhD?
No, I think it's just more explosive damage.
Danger closest.
Sure that is a basic. That is like that's a.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Last 3 full rounds, 0 explosive damage, similar to PhD flopper. Damage can still be taken by insanity elementals, however, reduces the effects of Panzer Soldat shocking grenades.
Yes. So
the elemental Margwas will still kill you.
So actually, what it doesn't. So the elemental Margwas will still affect you.
Yep.
Yeah. It's more second. It has its. Use it. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I suppose like it has its uses, but in zombies it's kind of niche. Whereas if you just had base PhD, it would be so much fucking better. Dead of Nuclear Winter spawns 2 nukes. It's fine for 800 points.
Do you know something? That's became a clutch. Gobblegum, and a lot of speedruns though. I
know it, and speedrun strats, it's really good for clearing out rounds fast, especially on rounds where you need to, or games where you need to move rounds along quickly.
And I would say it comes in handy. on Gorod. Gorod specifically. When you try to kill that dragon egg.
True, yeah, because you can spin rounds faster. I wouldn't crutch it though. I'd say it's Juggernaut at best.
I would say Juggernaut.
Yeah, it's definitely one that has a lot of potential as well to get more broken as time goes on, or to be more of a crutch as time goes on. Like, especially because now the speedruns are getting just even faster. It's funny. Always done swiftly. I think it's always done swiftly, or is that let's see, what is that one? The hell? Oh, it's disorderly combat. Oh yeah, disorderly combat. Every 10 seconds changes the gun in your hand. It can be funny as fuck, but it can be bad though.
I would say if you're playing a casual game,
put it on for fun.
Yeah, because it's a painkiller. It's not something you would use in a thing sense, so any sense.
Oh hell no.
The next one's the ephemeral enhancement.
That is ephemeral enhancement. Yeah, pack a punches the gun in your hand.
Yeah, but it's only for a certain amount of time, is it not?
I believe it's 45 seconds. I'm just looking up I'm trying to find the thing here. Ephemeral enhancement. Where is it?
Ephemeral enhancement turns a weapon in the player's hands into a pack a punch version. Players should be careful to remember that it only lasts 60 seconds. This Gobblegum also works as Shadows of Evil with a perfect servant, despite it not being upgradable on the map. That second part of that's false.
What has it been proven that you can't do it anymore?
You can't do it anymore. You can't do any upgrade. They removed every part of it.
Oh, did they actually take it out of the? I thought they.
Yes.
Oh, fair enough then. All right.
Again, one of those ones. If you're doing a kind of mess about game or a casual game, yeah, it's fun to put on.
Yeah, painkiller. I'd leave it in painkiller because like it's not something you want to rely on, especially for a juggernaut. Yeah. But apart from that, no, it could be. It's a fun one. It could be definitely fun.
Yep.
Extra credit, crotch. Crotch on every single game.
If you do not have shopping for it, which is coming up later, but you have that, you're sorted.
Yeah.
Smack a double points on with that. That goes from being $12.50 per pop to $2,500 per pop, boosting you up from being 5,000 to 10,000. You can open up a map with 10,000 points mostly. Yeah.
Most like it's good on Origins of the Feet, especially with the double points in the box at the very beginning. More solo.
It's good on Origins. It's good on Zetsubo.
It's good on It's good on any map, especially because the points don't necessarily go away. That you can. Yeah. They will always be there until you spend them, obviously.
And the thing is, as well, is it means you can save the zombies if you need to.
Yeah. The next one is Fatal Contraption. Spawns 2 death machines. So it spawns a death machine basically for a minute if you use it together. The death machine in BO3 is overpowered as fuck.
But out with Shadows, not with thingy. Out with Shadows, not with Shadows, Zetsubo, and Rev. Do you use it?
I never use it, but if you want to fuck about with it, it's definitely one you could put on for fun because a death machine's always going to be fun to use because it's free 30 seconds of unlimited ammo.
I mean, they're good for boss fights.
Yeah, they're good for clearing out stuff in boss fights. But I wouldn't put it any higher than Painkiller because otherwise then you're just kind of ripping the piss. Fear in headlights. Fear in headlights.
Do you know something? Crutch, because how much that save does during the code hard one.
Zombies seen by the player will not move. Players should remember this not affect zombies that are behind them. So basically, this is the one that freezes them in place completely. We used Idolize, I believe it was.
No, we used Fear in headlights as well. We used both.
Fair enough. So yeah, I would crutch it. It's definitely one that can be overpowered, especially if you know how to use it properly. I think this is Arsenal Accelerator.
No, because we're on.
Oh no. Or it's Fire on all cylinders. That's what it is. Can fireball sprinting similar to the gung ho perk from multiplayer. Nobody ever uses that at all. Like you're not actively trying to sprint around the map to just fire at the zombies. You're generally training up in an area so you know when you can fire. But apart from that, no. Like you wouldn't use it.
Nope.
Flavor Hexed, how could you rank that?
Painkiller.
Because it's genuinely a 50-50 chance of whether you get something good.
Yep. Literally, it will give you a Gobblegum that you don't have on your list. For example, like I've had it give me a Perkaholic before. I didn't have any Perkaholics left.
Yeah, it just gives you a random Gobblegum. It doesn't actually It doesn't, like, there's no chance to it. It's just like it gives you a random one, and that's
It's RNG.
It's really, yeah, it's RNG heavy. But there's no chance to guarantee anything decent from it.
So I would definitely say like that. I would definitely say like middle of the road to that.
Head drama. All shots to zombies count as headshot damage. That's painkiller because it's really good, but no one uses it. Like, we never run it whenever we've played any of the eggs. No, like, it's definitely good because it does headshot damage and counts as headshot kills, but aside from that, no. I wouldn't have it any higher than painkiller, because at that stage then you are just you're putting it into a category that definitely just doesn't belong. Idle eyes. Activated 3 activations, 30 seconds each. All zombies ignore all players and stand still.
Juggernaut.
Definitely Juggernaut. That's the one you're meant to use in the Gorod boss fight is Idle Eyes. Because it makes, like, so fucking Nikolai just stands there looking at you, but he doesn't actually touch you at all.
Yep.
I'm feeling lucky. A random perk drop. Twice.
You know something, for my brother's sake, let's put it in martyrdom.
Yeah, well... hang on. Just trying to get up.
Because I'm feeling lucky, not a random power-up.
Oh, sorry, no, it is. It's a random power. It's fucking on the house, I'm thinking of now. So I'm feeling lucky it's a random power-up.
Again, painkiller.
Yeah, painkiller. It's middle of the road. Immolation liquidation. Crutch. You are running that all the time, especially on Rev.
Rev, Gorod.
Yeah, Rev, Gorod. Not so much on the rest. Not so much on the rest.
Oh, Shadows.
Why Shadows?
Shadows for the Apothecary Servant and the Arnies.
Yeah, more for the Arnies, the one Apothecary Servant you can build.
And then you've also got, I would say, if you're doing a Gobblegum run on Moon as well. Because you need the QEDs, you need the Gershs, you need the... So, Gersh, QED, Gersh again, and also the Wave Gun.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, definitely Crutch. Where is that one? No, that's one I'm not familiar with. Impatient. What the hell? I don't actually know, because I didn't even know there was one called Impatient. Impatient. Activates immediately, lasts until bleed out. Respawn near the end of the current round instead of at the start of the next round.
Oh yeah.
Damn. It's a second chance. Like it's not terrible, but it's fucking not great.
It's not one you would run intentionally.
No, you would run that as like a last resort kind of thing for a laugh, especially if it was the only thing you had that could kind of like get you back into the game quicker. Yeah. And like you get it from level 3, so it's not too bad. That's in plain sight, I believe. Yep, in plain sight. All zombies ignore the player. So that's like that's personally to the one player who activates it.
Yeah, it's something. That's not bad if you're running if you're running an egg.
Yeah, I would put it in Juggernaut because it's only 10 seconds.
It's not clutch. Yeah, it's not clutch.
It's only 10 seconds and you get 2 activations, so you get 20 seconds of it technically. But sometimes 20 seconds isn't just long enough.
Nope.
Especially if you are
especially across some of the maps.
Yeah.
Oh.
Next one is Killing Time. 1 activation. All zombies freeze in place for 20 seconds. If they are shot, they will be annihilated when the time is up. This Gobblegum not only freezes zombies, but freezes other props in the map as if the map is frozen in time. So... I'd never use it ever.
Dash, do you know something? See if it didn't freeze other things, but just frozen zombies.
Yeah.
Then it literally just be idolized and all the rest of it.
Yeah, so it had to do something different. So what are we saying here? Martyrdom, second chance. What are we looking at? Fair enough. Killjoy, two power-ups, two insta-kill power-ups.
I would say Juggernaut.
Definitely Juggernaut. Like, it's always nice to have insta-kills, especially on those later rounds.
Not just that, well, if you're trying to get them through around quickly, like at the same time.
Yeah, you could just... That is a nice, quick, easy way to get two of them last for a minute. Licensed contractor, we're not even discussing it.
Yeah, that's just
that's just it. You don't use that.
Yeah, it's just carpenter.
Yeah, two carpenters. And when the game first came out, you had to, when you could get that, you had to pay 500 to get a Gobblegum, so it gave you 100 points back. That was it. I believe that next one is Lucky Crit. Yeah, that's Lucky Crit. Activates immediately, lasts one full round. Improves your chances of activating an alternative ammo type. Turn, Deadwire, Fireworks, Blast Furnace, and Thunderwall.
Should have like it.
I've never, ever used it. Because if you're going for a specific alternate ammo type, you'll just go for it. Like, okay, fair enough, this might make it proc quicker for one round, but what difference is that really going to make? Like, none whatsoever. It's fucking...
nothing.
It's martyrdom. That, I believe, is mind-blowing. Or mind-blown.
Yeah, so that's...
Mind-blown. 3 activations. Gib the heads of all zombies you can see, killing them. So so all the zombies you see blows their heads up. That's a fun one. That's a painkiller. Because if you train up really well, then just look at the whole train. It just blows the whole fucking train's head off, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, I've never personally used it, but then again, like, you know when something's just gonna be fun.
Yep.
Near-death experience. Crutch.
That saved us in so many boss fights.
Yeah.
So many just general.
Oh yeah. Like, yeah, just on solo, it's broken because it just does not have a downside, because you can go down infinitely in boss fights because the round never changes. So you're never actually at a disadvantage. I am not from... that is Now You See Me. Now You See Me, unlocked at level 34, 2 activations, 10 seconds each. All zombies will chase the player. That's useful for keeping pressure off somebody trying to do an Easter egg step.
Yeah, I suppose it works really well for the Simon Says stuff.
We never use it, however, it is definitely something that you could consider using. So I would put it in Painkiller just because of the usefulness it has in potential.
Yeah.
On the house, 2 free perks.
Madam.
Yeah. I believe it's... Sorry, 1 activation. It is 1 free perk. That is 9 times out of 10, always something really, really fucking bad. And then we have its crack-addicted older brother, Perkaholic. Crutch.
Crutch.
It is the King Crutch perk. Just all perks for free at the start of the game or whenever you pick it up. Like, that is... That really fucks up the challenge of zombies because it just takes it away completely. Yeah. Like, there is 0 challenge to zombies after that. Phoenix Up.
Do you know something? I'm gonna say Crutch on that one.
I would as well, because the amount of times it's actually saved us when we've had a guy on who'll actually run it. Yeah. It is definitely worth having on a perk slot or on a Gobblegum slot.
Yeah.
Pop Shocks. Juggernaut, because you can melee a fucking Margwa and kill it instantly.
And also a Panzer.
Yep, exactly. It is one that I don't normally use, however, it is definitely worth using. Like, I can't deny the usefulness of it, because that is something else.
Definitely.
Power Vacuum.
Not so much in this game.
No, in BO4 it's much better. In this, they still have a cap on how many drops you can get per round. You'll just get them sooner. And it's for higher rounds, like, you'll get more drops earlier on. So I would say second chance, because it's not useless, but it's definitely not great.
Nah, definitely not.
Profit sharing. This is one you used to run the whole time.
Yeah, do you know something? And I still kind of stick by why I ran it. Because if you are playing with a group of folk, and like, see you're running that extra credit and someone's running double points, you all get 10,000 points.
Does it actually work like that?
Yes.
I didn't realize that. I thought it was just you got a couple of extra points.
No.
Weird. Okay.
Right.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, according to this, for the 10 minutes it's active, points you earn are also received by nearby players and vice versa. Well, fuck. Okay, then. I didn't realize it was that strong.
Yeah.
So what are you saying then? Because you were the one that ran this. You know better than me.
I would say crutch, especially if you've not got something free.
Yeah, fair enough. Then that's fair enough.
It's a drop rate of something free in the
in the VATs is fucking horrible. Yeah. In the fucking factories is absolutely disgusting. It's not that great at all. Raindrops. Slapping that up there. We don't need to talk about how many times we've had to abuse that to finish games.
Yep.
Respin cycle. If you get a weapon in the box you don't want, pop it, respin the box. Yeah. Or how about this? I just let the weapon go down and I take the next. I spin it again. Yeah. Like
if you're in a rush at a box, I get that one. But with the way the boxes work in that game, there's no.
The box is unfortunately just fucking redundant.
Yeah.
Because you can build every great wonder weapon except for Gorod, where the wonder weapon is actually in the box, but you don't need it. But it's just there to have. On every other map or Rev, you have to spin it as well, but then you just use immolation because you're not going to pay all 3 immolations, quickly try and spin to get respin cycle, and then pop 1 respin cycle in the run of the fucking immolation. So, like, what was the point? Round Robin. Juggernaut. Juggernaut for Moon.
Juggernaut for, not just for Moon, for Gorod as well.
Yeah, for Gorod to actually get to cool the egg.
And flip rounds and stuff like that. Any map you need to flip rounds on. Because Shangri-La's one as well.
Yeah, true, actually, yeah. Because I forgot, yeah, you can activate all of these on the remastered maps as well.
Yeah.
Secret Shopper. That is, I believe you can buy any... Secret Shopper, last 10 minutes, activation immediately. Any gun wall buy can be used to buy ammo for any gun except for wonder weapons.
That's not a bad one to have if you are doing a high round strat and your gun's out of the box.
Yeah, it's useful to have, but as long as you're not relying on a wonder weapon.
Yeah. Which,
in some cases, you wouldn't, because if you can put an AAT on any gun, it makes it an infinite damage weapon anyway. So, Painkiller, because it has potential usefulness. Self-medication. This is, if I remember right, this is you just keep all your perks when you res yourself, right?
Yeah.
Auto-revive yourself, keep all your perks, including quick revive. So, it is a limited time run of near-death experience.
Yes.
It is, because it lets you keep quick revive, Juggernaut.
Yeah.
Shot and free, Crutch.
Crutch, yeah.
We don't even have to argue about it or discuss it. Everybody knows how Crutch shot and free is. Like, pair that with Perkaholic and fucking Raindrops and you're good to go for any game you want to play. Slaughter Slide. You 6 activations, you make 2 explosions when you slide to just kill a bunch of zombies. It's a funny one, but like I never use it.
Like if you're it kind of screws you over if you're doing a train. You try to slide and move away from it a bit.
Yeah, like you wouldn't use it at all if you had the choice not to. I would say second chance.
Aye.
Like it's fun on a small amount, but not on a good train that you have going. Soda Fountain, 5 activations. Perk purchase limit is ignored. Every perk you buy, a random perk is awarded along with the perk you bought. So you can get a Perkaholic off that, but you still need to buy at least 4 perks or 5 perks.
I would say that comes in. I would say that's Juggernaut.
Definitely Juggernaut. Definitely Juggernaut. I like I would use it if I was trying to save perkaholics, or if I was just fucking about on a map that, you know, only has like a certain amount of perks. But otherwise, I wouldn't really be bothered by it. Stock option: use the ammo from your reserve instead of the ammo from your clip.
I would say that's painkiller because it's a bit of a.
It's a bit of both.
Yeah, if you're not paying attention, it can fuck you up.
Yeah, and then when you go to reload, you realize, oh shit, I have nothing. Sword Flay. Activates immediately, lasts 2.5 minutes. Melee attacks in any melee weapon will inflict 5 times more damage on zombies.
I use that. I've heard that at the beginning.
Oh yeah?
So I would say if you have no perkaholic, that kind of comes in a bit. I would say it's Juggernaut, because if you have no perkaholic, right? Perkaholic, obviously you get the boost from Widow's Wine.
Yeah.
But if you do have that on and the Sword Flay on, you can melee up to like round 10, round 11.
Yeah. So alright, fair enough then, because I've never used it, so you're the opinion on that matter there. Now I wouldn't know.
Temporal Gift.
I used to use that a lot at the start, but then once I got like better ones.
It's one of those ones that's better than BO4.
Yeah, it's another one that BO4 just does better than BO3. I would put it in Painkiller because it's not useless. However, it lacks comparing to some of the rest of them. Unbearable. If you get a bear in the box, you just respin.
It's useless.
Yeah, like, because you're not hitting the fucking box. It's like respin cycle. It is pointless. How about this? The box moves. I chase the box as I always have.
Dead man walking.
Crutch.
Yeah.
After all the shit we put up with on Gorod, it is crutch and it stays there. It deserves to be.
You're not gonna argue. We really don't care.
No, we can never argue Undead Man Walking's usefulness again.
Unquenchable.
Unquenchable is you're allowed to buy 1 extra perk. That's it. So
on a map where there's not a lot of perks, yes, this is, I would say Juggernaut Painkiller.
Yeah, if you have like a smaller map with only like 5 perks on it, then yeah. But like compared to Soda Fountain and Perkaholic, I wouldn't use it.
But that's what I'm saying. I would say Painkiller, because essentially you could, if you're just messing about on say like Shangri-La, Shinonuma, Kino or something like that. Like your perks really are what you've got or what your OG kind of perks are. So like, not counting the Wonder Fizz machine, but you've got Jug, Speed Cola, Stamina Up, Quick Revive,
and Double Tap.
And Double Tap.
Yeah, you just don't use it on Ascension because fuck those monkeys. Like, they are just not worth it. Wall power. Crutch. Like, there's no argument in that one. Like, as I said when it came to crate power, yeah, like as I said, when you get to choosing either the guaranteed wall weapon or a random box weapon, you'll most likely always go for the wall weapon, especially if it's as strong as like a Dagon's Glare or hell, a fucking
high velocity kick.
Yeah, or the Kuda, which comes, isn't it the Barracuda it becomes?
Yep, or the BRM.
Yeah, BRM, yeah, fucking.
Do you know something? ICR as well.
Yeah, ICR is really good. BRM off the wall on DE is really good if you're not wanting to go for a bow, if you just want to do something fun. Plus, it's a nice, easy level up to have as well. But yeah, it's one of those ones that you would definitely run in your pack of gums if you had a choice.
Yeah. And
finally, who's keeping score? 2 double points power-ups. What are you saying, Juggernaut?
Juggernaut, yeah, has to be.
Yeah, because of how like beneficial it is.
I wouldn't say it's clutch because you've got raindrops here.
Yeah, raindrops guarantees you 2 as well, but it also gives you more of everything. Whereas this is just the double points.
Like so, I would say Juggernaut for it, but it's still a really
very
good
strong
gun to have. But it's not. It doesn't. It doesn't go into that top tier. It's just below it.
Yeah, it's still very strong to run, but there are better options than it.
No. One thing we will say is, well, with this tier list, the same as the last one, these aren't in any order of what we think is the actual overall strongest. Like,
yeah, if it's in that tier, it's equally as is.
Yeah, we don't think anywhere but here is stronger than Perkaholic or Raindrops or Shot Free. Like, those are the three probably strongest gums in the game.
Yeah, we've just put them in from alphabetical order up. So that's our tier list. Okay, that only took about an hour. Nice. Not as bad as I thought.
Andy's got any kind of questions, you can leave them below. You can dial 0800. I don't give a flying. You know the rest.
Yeah, just as we stated in the original, or as we stated in the first video for the pilot, this is personal experience, right, or personal opinion based. This is not concrete fact. This is purely going off what we know, what we've used, what we've seen other people use, what we've heard of each gum from other people, and going off their definitions of themselves from Activision. So it is definitely not us being biased in some ways, but in other ways we are 110% biased to what we picked.
Especially the Martyrdom ones.
Yeah, the Martyrdom ones are very much either they've never been used, we will never use them, we never have used them, or you never hear about them getting used. Apart from on the house, we did that for a laugh. We did that for our friend.
Yeah, we've done that for my brother, because anytime I ever get a perk spawn up, like a perk bottle that spawns, he always either gets Mule Kick, Dead Shot, or
yeah, Mule Kick or Dead Shot. That's it.
Yeah, like those two he always seems to get whenever I get one.
Yeah, I've been lucky lately. Now I've been giving him Widow's Wine more often.
Yeah.
The only issue is you need to chuck the Widow's Wine grenades.
Yeah.
But so leave suggestions for other like tier lists you want to see or other topics you'd like us to discuss in the comments. We will look through them. If we see one that we think would be suitable for what we're doing, we will definitely bring it up. But I will say this.
Even if we see ones that aren't in line, like with the podcast, like we said, like this isn't just a case of it's zombies and zombies only. Yes, is it titled after zombies? Yeah, because that's how Ryan and I met. Is what we play the most together. But it doesn't mean that like we are strictly going to be a COD Zombies podcast. When it comes time for COD season, essentially, or zombie season, yeah, we focus more on that, absolutely, because it's what we know, is what we play more of. But like I play, like Ryan plays things like the kind of Spider-Man games. He's played Hogwarts Legacy. He's been playing kind of other stuff as well lately. Whereas myself, taking a break for playing zombies for past few weeks, I've been playing like Final Fantasy and kind of like JRPGs. So if you want to hear us talk about them as well, give us a shout. We'll happily go over them. Like obviously one of us has more expertise in certain games than the other one, but it doesn't mean that we can't kind of get through stuff or talk about it. Or if you've got any questions about anything that we might have played, or them just kind of stuck on a bit and like, let's go and listen, let them try to get past this. What was your guys' suggestion? We'll happily get through it.
Yeah, because like you'll see now as well for the like I'll be going back to my regular content from the Sunday around the time this goes out, if it's not already, and I'm actually going to be playing San Andreas as a break from zombies, because I just want to take a break from just doing zombies and playing Easter eggs, because although I enjoy them, they are very draining, and as of the last few months I've been going on a run of Easter eggs the whole time, trying to complete specific ones. So I just want to take a little bit of a break from it. So I'll be playing San Andreas for the next while until I finish the game. I might get more.
Shit. Here we go again.
Yeah, for a laugh, because I bought a disc drive actually there. I think it was like 2-3 weeks ago. I reinstalled my original version 1.0 copy that I have on disc of San Andreas. I have it. I haven't got that far yet, but I got to the wrong side of the tracks mission. You'll probably know that all too fucking well. That's the one with...
Oh, damn chain, CJ.
Yeah. One thing I like that they patched into the newer version, I don't mean the definitive editions, which is the one I'm playing, but the like 1.0.1 version or whatever it was, is the fact that you can now go under the bridge when you are fighting the Vagos on top of the train instead of just being pushed off by the collision. Because I kept getting stuck on that mission for about 2-3 hours. Because I kept trying to do the same thing and I didn't just click that it doesn't work in that version.
Jump.
What?
Do the jump.
With what? The bike?
Yeah.
Doesn't work in that version. The bike just the bike acts as if it's stuck. Like on a corner. It doesn't actually act as if it's sitting on top of the train like it does in the new version.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, it wasn't a thing you could do in the original. You actually had to do it legit by staying on the far side of the tracks. So yeah, so I've been playing that, but as you'll see now, for like, I might be able to get more parts of it out during the week. I'm not promising, but there'll definitely be at least one part a week, and it will take a while to get through, but I'm not, like, you will see that the podcasts are more raw, unedited kind of footage, whereas obviously the gameplays will be more edited. That's my long form bread and butter kind of content. This is something that I can do where I don't have to edit it as much, but I do need to do a lot of pre-setup to make sure it's right.
Yeah.
And then when we're doing the discussion episodes, it'll be a lot easier on me again, because that's just us shooting the shit and just chatting about life.
Yep.
Which is most likely what we'll be talking about, and I believe we're recording the next episode of that on Thursday.
Yep.
Thursday of the week that we're recording this, so that means it will be out the following week. I still haven't got a set day for when these will go out, because these take a while to render, because as we're recording this, I'm still rendering the first one. And it is almost done, but it is taking quite a while. It's about 95% done, I think, but it's taken 2 hours to render, and it's a 2-hour show.
Oh, one last wee thing. I might have a surprise in August. I don't know yet. I'm still working on the details on it. Ryan knows about it. Let's just say I follow a zombies YouTuber who
he's very good with interacting with his fans.
Yes, and he's not just a zombies fan in the sense he's not just a gaming fan. So I need to talk to him to see what's what. If I can get it, good. We're golden. Might cost me a favour or two. Absolutely don't have an issue doing so. But yeah, and if we can, I'll try and vlog it.
That would be interesting, but we obviously won't know more details until a lot nearer the time, and even then, it's still a 50-50 of whether it will ever happen or not. So we're just waiting to see.
I need to speak to the person directly a bit more about it and see how they are. If they say no, then I'm going to respect the decision on it. And be like, yo, cool, no worries. We're just gonna chill out and do what we're gonna do anyway. Like this for you guys isn't a prerequisite for what I'm doing. It's more, oh, I've invited you to come and do something. By the way, what are you doing? While you're out and about with? Do you fancy doing this? Like, there's more like that kind of thing. Like, I need to kind of see how they are with it and stuff. But I don't want to just drop it on them either and kind of put them on the spot. I want to kind of like see how they get on and things like that, because we're literally gonna go and see a football game, and that's as much as I'm telling you about it. If you want to know what team I support, have a look at my socials. You'll figure it out pretty quick.
Yeah, I think your Twitter handle is a dead giveaway. I'm just saying.
Well, people may confuse it for another CFC that's a London club. It's not that club.
Yeah, but that is a very futuristic project that may happen, may not. We don't know yet.
Yeah, like
and
that is
100% being organized by BJ. By the way, like, I have zero input on that. Like, he dropped that on me. So
that was funny.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, then prove it. Bang. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I'm a cynic when it comes to a lot of things, but I needed proof of that before I believe any of it. But that is proper episode 1 done. That is soft launch. Oh, just squeaky chair. That is soft launch day 1 for our podcast. So we hope you enjoyed it. We know it's not necessarily like the standard style of podcast that you would like see or listen to online. We know it's kind of different, but we've had these couple of ideas that we've been throwing around for episodes that we want to do and kind of do those as we go along. This just happened to be one of the ones we thought of early on.
Yeah,
but
and
there will be other.
Helped as well with this one tonight.
Yeah, this was more of a last minute decision to do this one now because we had something else planned, but just time is not on our side tonight. So we shot for this one instead, and I'm happy with how it came out. Like, our tier list looks passable.
Yeah.
Like, of course it's going to annoy some people because our opinions are going to be different from yours, and that's just the way it is. That's how the internet works. We don't all have the same opinion.
Absolutely.
But anyways, thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, because it helps us. It gives us the feedback that we need to know that we're doing things right. If there's things you'd like us to try and work and change and maybe would help improve it, please let us know in the comments. We will be glad to read them, and we will follow good advice that if we're given it. You know, we don't like, obviously, I don't, it is piss poor content at the best, but you know, we're beginners in one sense.
Yeah, and if this does take off on a kind of tangent on its own and kind of continues, obviously all this stuff's going up on Ryan's channel now. If it obviously does continue to kind of, if it grows, it continues to grow, etc., then obviously we'll look at kind of like branching off onto a separate channel.
Yeah, if that becomes an option that we need, we will migrate it to a separate channel completely so that it is a repository for that. It won't just stay on my channel. It's on my channel for now because it just makes sense to upload it there. Yeah. But if it goes a lot further than we're expecting, I will very much branch it off onto another channel so that it is a channel partner owned by us. But so that's going to do it. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed because it helps the people find the channel for the first time. Be sure to check out PJ's links all in the description. Have a nice day, and we will see you in the next podcast. Bye-bye.
Later, guys.